And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. 6. Switch.
On first down, it's Tate. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check, ready. 60 out low. I'm coming. Alert flare. Hey, check 24.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
"56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Time to go, night. Run it.
They'll set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, "I'll take him, I'll fix him." The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, "He's yours from now on." Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. 36.
Now Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Squeeze, double. Two good.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
54's Mike.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
General West. Mike 5-4.
Now Wentz on third down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They go jet sweep here with Shark. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Go. 180. Yo.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. He completes it to Tate. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Mike, here we go. 180. I got it. Check 55. Check 55. Check back. Check back. Check right. Hey, Steve 6. They're running it.
Now Wentz. Sanders shaking and baking. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 31, Wentz. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
First down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to wind up in air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Still going. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll throw now on the final play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 15. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, It's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go. 280. 54. Too low.
Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ja'Kai Polite. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A first down carry for Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Here we go. 120. Here we go. Check. Check 24. Check 26.